Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna talk about sandblasting. Maybe you've seen my previous video where I restore a swing arm on an old Honda. Well, what I did was I sandblasted it. And I use this sandblasting kit quite a lot. And it's actually very cheap and very simple to sandblast. So you can make your old parts shine and they really look like new. Today we're gonna take a look at this kit. I'm gonna show you what you need to get started, all of the nuances and so on. Oh, it's actually a pretty simple process and I'm hoping this video can teach you how to sandblast parts at home. I know that a lot of you like building stuff and making old stuff look new and shiny, so sandblasting is just a perfect solution for that. So this particular sandblasting kit was very cheap. You can get it for like 20 to 30 euros. Well, pennies to be honest. So let's take a look what comes in this kit. So basically you have the gun, right, the sandblasting gun itself, and you also have this hose here. Basically this goes into sand and this is a breather tube right here. What else? We have two nozzles. One is more wider and the second is more narrow, so a little bit more aggressive. And also this connection here. It's a quick connection, so to speak, for your compressor. So a very simple kit, but it's more than enough. And the second thing that you need is an air compressor. Let's take a look. Now this is the air compressor that I use, and I wouldn't recommend going for a smaller one, to be honest, because this is, I would say, the minimum for sandblasting. But you can get a similar second-hand compressor, right? You can check Facebook Marketplace or wherever for I think about 150 euros used. It has a 50-liter tank and it produces, let's see, 365 liters of air a minute. And like I said, I think this is the minimum because it's pumping all the time when I'm sandblasting and it gets pretty hot. But it does the job done, and that is the most important thing in this case. This is the sand that I use, so it's quartz sand, right? So you can correct me in the comments, but quartz is like, I think it has some parts of glass in it, if I'm correct. And yeah, a very fine grain, 0.0 to 0.5 millimeters. This sand is very cheap, it's like 4 euros per bag, and they're like 25 kilograms in this bag. Now, I don't use the specialized sand for sandblasting, as I am sort of blasting like a redneck. I do it outside, so my sand is not circulating and I'm wasting all of it away. So this sand here is a perfect solution. Now, for demonstration purposes, I have this rusty brick, this cover right here. And we're gonna sandblast it. There's really no point in it since this costs pennies, but like I said, it's for demonstration purposes. Or if you can't get this particular part, then it also is very convenient to sandblast it. Even though maybe the initial cost is very low, but if you can't get it anywhere, then it's a good solution. First of all, before we start sandblasting, we need to put the correct pressure right here, and the correct way to do it is you connect your sandblasting gun. Now we press on this lever here, so we start like blasting, right? So yeah, the hose still isn't going to the sand, so we're just blasting air right now, and we're gonna see when we're blasting at full how much bars or PSI we have going on right here. 2.2 bars, so we need about 3 to 6. So we're gonna add some pressure. All right, 5 bars. Look at that. Right here it's on 5, so this is completely perfect. Now you want to find a spot where it's okay if you leave a mess, like a sand mess, right? So this is my spot right here, and I just put a cardboard and just put my parts right there. Now you need a container to store the sand that you will be using. So I just use a big bucket. We put it right there like that. And this breather hose, it has to stick out of the sand. And yeah, that's about it. I recommend using gloves and also safety glasses, maybe even like a breathing mask, right? I don't use that, but the glasses are definitely necessary. You don't want to get that sand into your eyes. And always remember, if you have a small compressor like I do, give it a rest sometime when you're blasting a lot of parts, right? So you don't want to overheat it and mess up the compressor, since it costs some money, right? And yeah, just take your time when sandblasting. Sandblast for a bit, let's say 10-15 minutes, then give it a rest for it to cool down, and you can continue. Right, let's start blasting. So this is gonna be quite noisy, and you're probably gonna see just a fast video of me blasting, and yeah, we're gonna take a look at the results after that. Now this is the result of sandblasting. I mean, the result speaks for itself, right? It's looking nice and practically new. And this only took 5 minutes, so this is just for demonstration purposes. If I would have put more time, the surface would be even more evener, so to speak, more cleaner. But yeah, this is so you can see the results. And here is the other side, which I haven't done, so quite rusty, quite brown, right? And this is the side that we've just done. So quite a difference in my opinion. Now there are a few warnings from me when you're sandblasting, and the first one is always use these protection glasses. You don't want sand going into your eyes, so always think about your eyes. And the second thing is, don't blast engine parts. So for most people it's common sense, but if you're new to it and you're not that mechanically handy, right, don't blast engine parts with sand. For engine parts, I think they use walnut blasting, but I'm not sure. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And also, when you're blasting parts where there is a bearing seat or some kind of a bushing sleeve, right, you have to cover those up with some masking tape or something like that, because you don't want to mess that surface up, or else, for example, your bearing could be sitting pretty loose, or same goes with the bushing. So you cover that up, blast all around it, and yeah, then just remove the tape and put your new bearing in. Basically, that is it for this tutorial, and I'm hoping that you can also start sandblasting and making these old parts look new. Now, some wisdom words from me. We as people forgot how to fix old stuff, right? So the market nowadays is like this. an old part just goes straight to the junkyard, and but anyways, for those of you who like giving old stuff its life back, this is a perfect start. Sandblasting, quite much more cheaper than vapor, water blasting, and all that other stuff. This is what you can do at home. So if you have any question for me, guys, or just want to write a comment and say hey, the comments are always open, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.